A prison in the Isle of Man was the first in Europe to ban smoking, and those inside found ingenious ways around it. Now that jail is a pioneer in another way. When the public smoking ban began more than 10 years ago, prisons were exempt. Since then, it's been up to individual jails in England and Wales to decide on whether to ban smoking or not. In Scotland, all prisons will be smoke-free by the end of the year. Andrew Bomford reports.
We're going to go straight across to that metal door ahead of you.
The Isle of Man's one and only prison is a real trailblazer. The first in Europe to ban smoking in 2008. The first to find out what happens when you ban smoking in prisons. Answer: the prisoners become really inventive.
Used to smoke a lot before I came into prison. When I come in here, we didn't have tobacco in here, so they have the banana skins, and we used to smoke them with the nicotine patches.
Banana skins? Keith here, doing 8 years for drug offences, explains.
Take the banana, get the nicotine which has been soaked in the patch, and pour that on top of the skin, dry it out again, and then smoke it.
What would you wrap it up in?
The Bible, or even the Archibald, the law book. Boys were getting that sent in. That was a good one.
There are several issues here. Leaving aside the Bible, or Archibald's, the law Bible, what were they smoking? What harm was this doing? It wasn't only banana skins, clothing lint from tumble dryers, pubic hair, anything, as long as it absorbed the concentrated nicotine from boiled up patches. Another prisoner, Rob, remembers the noxious fug on the prison wing.
It was bad, like. It hits you like a blanket and you just walk into it. And sometimes you look down and the air was blue.
And then there were the fires and electrical outages caused when prisoners try to light up by short-circuiting the plugs in their cells to make a spark. Keith.
It was very dangerous. There's quite a few accidents there. People got electric shocks. I had plenty of electric shocks as well.
And there was the bullying and intimidation. Duncan's a bit of an elder statesman. He saw it happening to youngsters.
Every incoming new prisoner was effectively pounced on. Do you smoke? Can I have your patches? Basically, if you don't smoke, can you make out that you smoke? Patches, obviously nicotine patches, were very much currency in high demand.
Just describe what it was like actually smoking this stuff, because, it sounds horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible, especially initially. It's very concentrated, that's all I will say. It turns your fingers yellow within no time. And there's no filters or anything like that either, It was quite damaging.
But why did you do it?
You got a craving, so you need to smoke.
Clearly, nicotine patches were not working, instead making the problem worse. A report by the Chief Inspector of Prisons said the authorities had lost control. The ban was being flouted in full view of officers. There were many negative outcomes, the report said. The solution was e-cigarettes, which only became more available after the smoking ban was introduced. Last year, nicotine patches were banned and e-cigs put on sale instead. The difference has been remarkable.
I felt it calmed the place down. I've no axe to grind either way with sort of for or against e-cigarettes, but I think a lot of the tension got taken out of it.
A full evaluation of e-cigarettes in the prison has just been completed. Another first for the prison service. On every measure, it's been a success, says the Governor, Bob McComb.
Prisoners would spark up using electricity and using flints. Those outages have dropped by 50%. The adjudications for abuse are down by 42%, and the incentives and earned privileges, the warnings we give people around their behaviour, dropped by 58%. It is more ordered, more controlled, safer and healthier.
Well, what we do is we write the people's names down, and then the e-cig numbers. The e-cigs have got a separate number for every e-cig.
E-cigarettes cost the prisoners £2.70 each. Expensive if you only earn about £15 a week doing a prison job. The cost alone has encouraged prisoners like Dave to quit smoking. Do you feel better for it?
Yeah, it was better for me, definitely, no doubt about it. I'm 29 now. I've been smoking since I was 13. It's a good environment to quit smoking, especially now that e-cigs come in.
A quarter of prisoners have entered stop smoking programmes. Before e-cigarettes were introduced, no prisoners engaged. And there's been a really tough approach to prisoners who still smoke cigarettes.
As you see, the shepherd's pie starting now.
Wayne, who works in the kitchen, was on day release from prison. when he was caught smoking.
Lost everything. Lost the community work I was on, lost me and aunts, lost the family days where the kids come in. 21 days bangle, 21 days loss of TV. Just got absolutely hammered for it. I've smoked for 35 years and I got offered a cigarette, so I smoked it. I know I shouldn't. It says on the licence you shouldn't smoke, but I did and I got punished for it, so got to get on with it now.
In England and Wales, just over half of prisons have banned smoking. The lesson learned in the Isle of Man is not to do it without thinking it through. But there's one issue they haven't solved. Sales of bananas have plummeted by more than 80%.
Andrew Bomford reporting. Don't try some of that at home.